Hi everybody. I shot this earlier today when I was in the studio working on these polymer pieces. So now I'm working on learning some skills in iMovie, working with my GoPro, and trying this voiceover for the first time. These polymer pieces are actually showcasing text from antique dictionaries. The text is collaged inside a metal bezel, and then I sculpt the polymer surround. I tend to use metallic polymer for the surround because it's a nice neutral substrate for the painting techniques that you see me doing here. When I sculpt the polymer surround, they're very one of a kind. Some impressions, some stamps, some sculpted areas, but just a little border around the metal bezel that includes the text. After they've cured, then I come back in to do these paint techniques, and they can have 3 layers, 5 layers, and all different colors. I'm getting ready for a trunk show in an online Facebook group that will be Wednesday this week. The group is called One Sweet Bead Market, and it's an excellent community of artisan bead makers. I'll have these polymer pieces and some other things I've been working on. I'm excited to have this new batch because I do have some other pieces at a brick and mortar trunk show hosted by Blue Santa Beads in Media, PA. Normally, we would have just had our Beadfest convention in Valley Forge, PA, so it's excellent to have the online and the trunk show opportunities going on. Let's come in a little closer in this next part of the video, and I'll explain actually what I'm doing. The impressions are all different, a frame around the bezel, and I use a brush to put acrylic paint down into all those designs. I then wipe it off with my fingers. I've tried sponge or paper towel and find they take too much of the paint out of the impressions. I want to have the metallic polymer show on the surface, and I want those colors deep down into the grooves, the stamped areas, and the impressions. Once those are done, I can go back over the piece and again, using my fingertip, just apply a thin bit of acrylic paint to highlight some of the high points. I like to think of it in layers. The impressions at the depth, the surface, and then the highlights, the highest points of the piece. I do not put any paint on the back. I don't want that to wear off with wear or where it rubs on a piece of clothing. But because this is such a thin coat of paint, I'm not worried about it chipping or cracking or scraping off. It really just accentuates the texture and the pattern that I've sculpted into the piece. I'll post some stills up close at the end of the video, but thanks for tuning in. Sorry about the break. I hope that you'll give this a thumbs up, and as always, I'd love to have you subscribe. Until next time, take care. I'll see you around.